Hi everyone, we are entering a new year, right? You know? So, what are you thinking about in terms of a new year? Are you thinking about the Lord? Are you thinking about some of the things that you desire? Are you thinking about some of the things maybe that you want change in? Are you thinking about kicking a habit? Maybe that's what you're thinking about. I'm thinking about all of those things, thinking about my family, my marriage, right? So many things, my work, your work. I'm sure you're thinking about all those things. And you want the best for all those things. You want more, you want increase, you want it to be better. And I can just pray that for you, that you would walk towards that. And one thing you can start doing, bottom line, is, well, first remind yourself that there's grace upon your life, that God isn't saying you better get this right, and what if I fail? I mean, just put your best foot forward and take a step in all those different areas. Maybe write down a list how you can change each of those areas, or one thing that you can do to change those areas. Maybe one step, and let God do the rest. A good friend of mine told me that you do your 20 and let God do the 80. That didn't make sense to me, but it is true. He wants to take the load. He wants to take everything. So just put forth your effort as best you can and ask the Lord for favor. Ask the Lord. This is something that I used to think more about, but I was reminded just the other day that it's okay to say, Lord, give me favor. I pray for favor in my work. I pray for favor in my relationships. I pray for favor for my children, for my son's job, for his work, his schooling. I pray for favor for my daughter that has Asperger's. I pray for favor for my husband's work, for my marriage. I pray for favor with our moving situation. It's okay to do all that and expect God to move. That is faith. That is faith, believing that God will do it. And remember to keep the hope too, that God can, but God will. That's faith that you can go into with the new year. God bless.